The new school year is right around the corner, and Seattle Public Schools is promising more attention on their students' mental health.
After an initial promise to give $20 million, the Seattle City Council approved $12 million, and today Mayor Bruce Harrell and the superintendent of SPS unveiled their plans. Fox 13's Alejandra Guzman is at Garfield High School, where a student was killed just days before the end of the last school year, and no one has been arrested in that case yet. Allie, what can students expect on the first day?
Well, as of now, we know that that investigation is still ongoing. But before we get into that very first day, I want to say that city and school officials say that this partnership is unprecedented. They say that its goal is to make this ecosystem very safe for our students. Now, students can expect a lot of physical changes on that very first day. We're talking new cameras, additional fencing, enhanced access control measures, along with police and violence interrupters. They're all going to be in and around the campuses. Parents I spoke with say they're cautiously optimistic.
For Ebenezer Hiley, Amara Murphy Payne, Xavier Landry, Jayshawna Hollingsworth, Connor Dassa Holland, Elijah Lewis, and all our
A moment of silence held for them, victims of gun violence. Students raise their voices, marching down Seattle streets, demanding what they need.
We need more support. We need more programs, more funding to get the programs that we need.
Ray Proctor Mills Jr., an incoming senior at Rainier Beach High School, lost his cousin, Amar Murphy Payne, defending another student outside Garfield High School in June. While the community is still reeling, some are not happy with the way the situation was handled.
A lot of feedback from the students was it didn't feel good. It felt performative and it felt reactionary.
Jennifer, whose daughter will be a junior at Garfield, was among the dozens who came to hear the city and Seattle Public Schools lay out how they're going to use the more than $14.5 million to fund mental health resources and increase safety at 11 middle and high schools.
Well, proof's in the pudding.
The three-tiered approach includes $5.6 million for mental health and the hiring for 42 positions, $2.4 million for telehealth therapy for over 2,000 students, and $4.25 million for violence prevention staff inside the campuses, plus a family resource fund to help at-risk families with clothing, food, utilities, and transportation, and an increase in Seattle Police presence in and around schools. Still, parents have questions.
What's the rollout going to look like?
What will be different is you'll see more of the community that you see around here surrounding the schools. It's not new, it's just been underfunded.
Some of these so-called violence interrupters are already known to students from neighboring community organizations. One thing we want to highlight, though, is it's unclear if those officers are going to physically be on school grounds rather than just around the area. Back in June, Fox 13 reported that Interim Chief Sue Gore wanted to bring back the SRO partnership. Today, there was no mention of that. In fact, to take some of her words, she said that she wanted to take a different approach to policing. She didn't want officers coming in here guns a-blazing. However, we want to stress that everyone involved, from the city to school officials and community organizations, say that the funding and these plans are not a set-in-stone type thing. They're a work in progress, and they want to hear from students on what's working, what's not, and what other things they may need. In Seattle, Alejandra Guzman, Fox 13 News.